Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. Last time, we're getting our hooks in you here. Little Bunny Senpai, despite the name, despite your aversions, it's working.
Yeah. It surprised me for sure. It wasn't about anything that it might still have like romance elements, but it's clearly not a romance anime.
Sure.
It's more like a mystery, I guess. I don't fully know. This whole development about her disappearing happened way faster than I assumed, or than I would have guessed, I guess. Because like, I don't know if that was the premise, her disappearing. Either we're going to be dealing with a lot of other people that are having, maybe not even disappearing, but a lot of other puberty syndrome individuals are going to show up. Or I don't know. I'm trying to like speculate here. Like, okay, this is 13 episodes for first season.
Something around there, yeah. Like really 12 or 13, yeah.
Okay, maybe we have enough time for, or maybe there's only enough time for one person. But yeah.
So you're thinking then, if the alternative is, so the one theory you're positing is there's like a bunch of people with puberty syndrome.
Different individuals, yes.
Or we're dealing with Mai the whole time.
Her. Yeah.
So where do you think we would go then from here for the rest of the season? Like, this is episode 3 and he's forgotten her.
That's why I'm wondering, like, does another person come that like somehow their puberty syndrome is like a key that unlocks his memories or something, or provides hints or whatever, right? And like that's like the kind of uses that to like remember or something. I don't know. I have no idea how this mystery gets solved, how her issue is even fixed.
Right. Yeah, she can't like go on TV or anything. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Maybe like in Japan she's been forgotten, but overseas, you know, if she's walking around, she's not famous, but people can actually see her. And then if she shows like, hey, have you seen this commercial? You know, like
that could be a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly the route is. The only thing, there's this I don't know if you've heard of this movie. It's called Memento, and it
sounds familiar. Maybe there we go.
Yeah, it's so the I won't get into everything because I don't want to spoil anything, but essentially it's this guy who's trying to solve the mystery of his wife's murder. But he suffers from short-term memory loss, like really bad. And so at the end of the day, if he's advanced in this mystery at all, he has to tattoo it onto his skin. And then he wakes up and he like barely remembers anything, and he like sees on his chest and on his arms and on his hands and everything. It's like, your wife has been murdered. This is who you are. This is what she was. And like he slowly, as he like reads in the mirror and like his body and everything, he has to re-piece together the part of the mystery is already solved, and then continue from that point forward, like each day and everything. And there's like weird, it's a Christopher Nolan film, so of course there's like weird time shenanigans with that. And so I'm thinking like, okay, what's his name? Kai?
Sakuta?
No. Sakuta, that's what it is. It's not like he could even do something like that, because if he writes her name down, it gets like warbled and stuff. So it's like, dude, how do you even solve this? I don't know. I am interested.
Sure.
And my rambling done. I say we just watch it.
Well, there is one silver lining, right? You were speculating like maybe people overseas remembers her, but the silver lining is there are some people who remembered her recently.
Yes, back at the hotel, do they still remember her now? Because it's been a few days since then, right?
True, but it was specifically, it wasn't the hotel specifically, but it was the students.
The students when he was at the hotel, he like called
when he was
them
at the hotel, yeah. So
maybe they still do. The other thing too, oh frick, what was it? I was just gonna say. I forgot it. I was gonna say something, another vector in which she could use to crack it, but totally forgot it. All right. Well, it might come back to me. Yeah, if it does, I'll mention it. But
all right.
Let's do it.
Let's jump in.
Do this. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, yeah, the dreaming. He can dream. He dreamt about her.
True.
After he'd forgotten her, so maybe in the dream realm something can happen. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
possible.
He saw her.
It is literally like Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. So
I guess this does not dream, but dreams in the title, so maybe dreams have something to do with it.
Right,
I don't know.
Right. You never know.
Okay, so they're going back to the school.
When? Oh.
Dang. Not even the dog could see her.
Yeah.
That's actually a very interesting point there.
Right? It's like, it's more than just... Like, it's
more
the
than
whole...
just animals.
Yeah, because it's the whole world, right? It's like the whole fabric of reality starts to warp.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, this confirms it, right? Like, her name being not present, like, it could just be like a perception of human things. But if the dog itself can't see her... then yeah, it's just she's fading from
the big
reality itself.
Pulling this whole thing together. The dog.
You kinda in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, but she remembers.
Okay.
That was the other guy, right?
Oh boy! Wow.
She still remembers though.
Yep. Oh.
No way. Bro, like you can only stay awake for so long.
Yeah, you're like on a time limit basically.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Was it the start, maybe?
Fair question.
So it kind of like flows from the school because that's just kind of how society goes.
I guess. Oh, dude, he's gonna be taking energy drinks or coffee or something. Oh my gosh, dude. Bro.
What the heck? That can't be good for you. Holy frick.
I know.
Here it is.
This is where he writes it. Okay.
No. Oh, he's still awake.
Dude, you gotta tell her, dude.
Contain the stupidity to your face. That's amazing. Dang.
I'm glad she's not losing hope, but
yeah.
That's rough.
Oh, this 27th. Okay. Oh, frick, dude. He's been up for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Dang, dude. He's the only one left.
Yeah, but he forgets.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude. That's insane.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
She's watching him.
Has she figured it out? I think she's figured it out.
Yeah.
He can't sleep. Oh my gosh, dude.
何でもって言っても本当に何でもしてあげるわけじゃないからね。
じゃあ一緒にお風呂入るって。
Oh my
Bro,
gosh.
this dude.
まずは原告漢字の問題から。Sakutaの未来
Bro, this is gonna get him to fall asleep, man.
Yeah, right.
Why do you think he's not telling her?
Yeah, the thing is like
I get trying to like not even like spare her feelings or whatever, but you know, this is like a unprecedented situation. It's scary. You don't want to frighten her. But at the same time, like, he's literally the only one that remembers. And the amount of time that they have, like now maybe it's like a little bit too late, but I almost feel like within the first couple hours of this hypothesis being known to him, that he should have been like, let's get together and figure this out best as we can, the three of us.
Right.
Because, you know, three heads are better than one kind of situation.
Yeah. And I was also thinking like, okay, he hasn't told her, fine, sure, but what exactly is he doing to solve this?
That's the other thing too. We did see him reading a book, right? And he's got like real life responsibilities. He obviously has like a house and a sister to take care of. So he's got to go to work and he's got to do all those things.
Part-time job, school, study.
Yeah. So like he can't devote his whole time, but she could, right? It's her existence on the line here.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, and like if he's just gonna keep staying up, it's like, well, he has to know that's like finite. It's gonna end eventually. Now, to be fair, he's a high schooler, so like, the short-sightedness of like, well, I'll just keep staying up, and you know, and he hasn't thought further ahead than that, right? So there's that to consider.
Yeah, I guess like at this point now, it might just be too late, and you're just let's enjoy the last moments of normalcy she'll have, I guess.
Right.
別の誰かのことを可愛いとか言ってる女がサクタは好きなの？
それ嫌いなタイプ。
Same.
でしょ？
だからって妹さんまで。
Here we go. Is she gonna see it? You're gonna try and wake him up and it's not gonna happen? Bro.
No way.
私のために頑張ってくれた。
She knows.
She knows, dude.
もともと私は一人だったんだから大丈夫。
No.
サクタに忘れられるくらいなんでもない。
Oh.
それでも。
Bro, she's brave.
Bro, that's crazy.
This is like isolation to the 10th degree, and she's like taking this rather well, I guess.
Here it is. Here it is.
Dang.
What does he even do? Does he even believe this?
An old creative writing exercise?
Wasn't that just a solo trip? Oh, frick.
Oh, he gave more details.
Oh, no. No! He doesn't understand at all. It did not help. Huh.
No, wait, he's remembering something?
She's here.
In here.
No, that's so sad. That's so freaking sad, dude. He freaking falls asleep, wakes up, and she's there. She's been there the whole time. Ugh.
That's rough.
Oh.
Oh.
Get this to Asagawa. What? So she prepared too then?
I guess so. Oh.
But how can he doesn't remember her,
like
though.
There's no subject to attribute that to, so
yeah. Bro, the rest of the season is she's gone. It's over.
I guess so, dude. He's gonna remember studying with her? Yeah, like did his memories just rewrite? And he just thinks he was studying by himself, or does he remember
It's
somebody
gotta
was
be.
helping him study?
Oh,
But not who?
No way.
Oh, bro.
それぞれ漢字にしなさい。
No
Oh,
way.
wow. He like barely remembers.
Yeah, dude. Oh, her face.
Oh, he
No
got
way,
it.
he came back.
He got
He came
it.
back.
どうした右に習いの生き方
Ha.
悪いことの判断を全部自分でするのはカロリーを使うし、自分の意思を持つと否定された時に傷つくことになる。
Ah, very
み
interesting.
んなと一緒であれば。もう空気なんて読んでやるか。
Is he gonna write like I love her name or something? But maybe they won't be able to see.
よく聞け。桜島先輩のことが。
Oh, dang. Okay.
くそ、やっぱりこうなるのか。
I mean, they hurt him.
だよったく。
I guess.
空気となんか戦いたくなかったんだ。ちくしょう。マイさん、好きだ。好きだ、好きだ、好きだ、好きだ、好きだ。
Okay.
バニーガールの格好だってもう一度見たい。ぎゅっと抱き
That one dude doesn't even care. He's just doing his exam.
要するにさ、マイさん、大
Super duper ultra giga love you. Yeah, now they're gonna be wondering, well, who's that?
大きな声で言われなくても
And then-
聞こえてる。
No way.
バカ。バカサクタ。
You gonna slap him? Oh, jeez. Come on.
忘れないって言ったじゃない。絶対に忘れないって。他に言うことは？
踏んでもらえて幸せです。
今私が聞きたい
No,
そんな言葉じゃない
What?
なんで桜島先輩そんなの知ってんだ？
てか二人はどういう関係？
They see her,
み
bro.
んなに言ってほしかったんでしょ？
こうして世界は桜島舞を取り戻した。
Wow.
Wow, that was resolved so much faster than I could have
や
imagined.
っぱサクタの心臓。
思春期の不安定な精神や強烈な思い込みが見せるまやかし。そういうのが思春期症候群だって言うなら、科学的な検証なんて当てにならないよ。
Hold on, I want to make sure I understand that. Let's go back 1 second. What did she
Okay.
say is called puberty syndrome? I want to. Let's just go back once.
To the beginning of this conversation.
Right here. Yeah, the
Right here?
illusion, yes. If the illusion caused by teenage instability and warped world view.
思い込みが見せるまやかし。そういうのが思春期症候群だ
What
って
you
言う
call
なら、
okay.
科学的な検証なんて当てにならないよ。
Oh, okay.
So basically, like, it's supernatural, is what I take from that.
It's supernatural, but like the cause is the individual themselves.
Right. Well, yeah, true. But it's like if the individual can like cause such a thing to happen, and that's puberty syndrome, like science isn't gonna fucking explain that.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's
Yeah.
like to fix it, you have to undo both of those things, the teenage illusion and the warped worldview, or at least maybe one of them. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
あずさ川が証明したようにさ。
そうかもな。
Dang. Okay.
Wow.
So he had to literally go against what he was doing along with everyone else of going with the flow.
Yeah, he had to go against the flow.
Right.
Huh.
That's character development, I guess, for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
it's an interesting. Like, I understand that they're using the flow here in multiple ways. They're using it as like a philosophical kind of statement, like humanity and society kind of just rolls with the flow. But they're also using it as like a, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but also as like a mechanic in a sense.
Right. Yeah, it's,
Like
a,
the
it's
flow-
a supernatural mechanic.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah, they're taking like a societal concept, and then they're like, it's almost like they're just taking it and to the exaggeration, right? To the logical extreme, right? Like if you could go with the flow so bad that an actual person in real life could feel so alone and isolated that they felt invisible, well then that actually does happen, right? And it's highlighting that, you know, that person, how that person would feel, kind of in a sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are individuals who are already feel that way, feel unseen.
Right.
And they're not literally, but for all intents and purposes, they might as well be.
Right. Yeah, so they're just turning that into a mechanic of a supernatural nature. Yep.
Yeah, and I really like that he basically said like how easy it is to go with the flow.
Right.
And like I guess really the underlying subtext in that is that it's like hard to go against the flow. But yet he demonstrated that like while it's not as easy as going with the flow. Like if you think about it, what did he actually do to go against the flow? He yelled in front of a bunch of people, which like in its face, it's really not that hard. Like it's like one of the easiest things you could do. The like social and emotional and like those kind of ramifications are what make it hard.
Right.
But the actual action itself,
sure, the physical
like
action
super
is
easy.
Nothing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
and that's the whole point of the flow, right? Is like the societal flow itself. It's not a physical flow, it's a metaphysical. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like a
it's like it's a mental thing.
Yeah,
it's a conceptual thing. It's a
as
they say, social construct.
We live in a society, George.
Yeah, we live.
Bottom text.
Yes. Yeah. But I don't know. I just found that contrast really, like, I guess not funny, but like slightly humorous, slightly interesting. That it seems so hard, yet you do it, and like the actual physical action is very easy. The societal ramifications right now for this specific action, like what is there, right? He was already kind of ostracized because of the hospitalization thing. Now people are going to think he's the weird guy who confessed his love in front of the whole school. And in fact, some people probably will praise him for it. They might not like say it out loud, but they'll think to themselves, bro, that takes like some courage to do that. And so the net result was like a highly positive one for him here. Now, I know there's other times where going with the flow can be highly negative, but the way they chose to portray it here in this instance was very interesting.
Yeah. Do you think that the show is using these concepts because it's like, okay, they just had an interesting concept. Like the author had an interesting concept for like, we'll take, you know, a general societal concept and we'll turn it into an extreme supernatural occurrence just because it's a cool concept? Or do you think that the author wants to also highlight this concept for general society and being like, almost like a moral lesson to some degree? It's like, listen, this doesn't happen in the supernatural way, but like some people do feel like she was being erased, like she didn't get attention, right?
I think it's a little bit of both, but more leaning towards the latter, because like with his sister, she was being bullied, and being bullied doesn't, well, unless you're like physically bullied, but like being bullied online with words doesn't manifest itself in
physically
in like actual cuts, right? Like you could, unfortunately, there's people who take that, internalize it, and physically harm themselves,
right?
But it's
you
not
still
like
take emotional damage.
Yes, pretty much.
So they're displaying that in a physical sense.
Yes, so I do think he's taking it to kind of a supernatural, logical extreme, and
in order to highlight what is
exactly,
really
in order to
happening and what the effect of
Yes.
those things more clearly rather
And
than
like part of it too is like as much as you are a victim, you're also like I guess at least the lesson that I take from some of this is like, yeah, you can be a victim from the flow, quote unquote, but at the same time, you're not like completely powerless. Because I like the way, that's why I wanted to pause and understand what they called, the elements that they called puberty syndrome. Because
Right.
part of it is like it's teenage illusion and warped worldview. And so, like, yeah, nobody should be bullying somebody online and like harassing them in that way. But at the same time, and this is obviously way easier said than done, but if you have like a proper view of yourself, that kind of stuff won't get to you. Right? It's only because you're like kind of going with the flow. You're like taking what those people, like I'm using the Little Sisters example here. You're kind of taking what those people are saying at like more than face value. And you're like
Right.
starting to kind of believe it and go with that flow that it's having an actual
it
effect
hurts
on her.
you.
But exactly.
Right.
But if she's just
Right.
like, well, this isn't true. I know for a fact it's not true. So like what, it's not
Which
going to
would
have any effect on her.
explain to a degree why then it's called puberty syndrome. Like if we're going to get bad comments
True.
on our YouTube channel, which thankfully almost never happens, but even still, like
Yeah.
we've had some and we just laugh it off. Like it's funny.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
like when you're at this point, puberty around, right? You don't
Yes,
have the
yeah.
frickin' mental mechanisms to frickin' deal with that. So it's an apt name.
Yeah. That's actually a very good point. I was thinking they were being like silly with calling it puberty syndrome, but now that you phrase it that way, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is more accurate than I initially gave it credit for. Okay, good on you, show. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, it's coming full circle. Let's go.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's a very good point because, yeah, like I'm sure there's adults, right, who. And I mean, even us, right? We're not some like
For sure.
paragons of stoicism, right? Like I'm sure enough things would get to anybody, but like
Sure.
for us, it'd probably have to be like personal, right? Like somebody
Right.
that we
Personal,
actually know.
more intensive, whatever. Our
Yeah, like a
threshold is
random on
higher.
the internet. Yeah, a random
Right.
on the internet. It's like, okay, it's just like, I don't know this individual. What do I care, right? But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
So predictions.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know where they go from here because they already resolved this. I guess do they become like a duo that goes around trying to undo the effects of puberty syndrome on others? Or do we continue with Mai's story and it's solved for the school, but not like Japan wide or something? Does she have to? Like, are there additional blocks for her that are like causing this, right? Because part of it is her warped world view. Does she have to like repair the relationship with her mom? Does she have to, come to terms with like her childhood as a child actress and like all the stuff that brought about? Or do we move on from Mai specifically? I wonder.
Right. Is her... Yeah, is this disruption local, or is this like because she's and him have broken from the flow, they're able to go out like it's just like dissipated completely, right? That's the question.
Yeah.
I
would say that because they've broken the flow, that it's dissipated completely. She might still have like other issues, but at least like this whole being invisible, I think that's done with.
Sure.
Because I think that's what they're trying to kind of portray here. That like,
right, that's been dispelled.
Going with the flow. Yeah, going against the flow. Like, there's the mental difficulty, but it's like, again, I go back to what I said. It's like, in a literal, very literal sense, practical sense, it's like very easy at the same time.
Right. Right. Yeah, because you know, they're saying that like going with the flow is easy, going against the flow is difficult, but sometimes necessary, especially if someone's in need, and sometimes it has, you know, good ramifications to go against the flow.
Yeah.
So it's not something that should be like, and he doesn't, I don't know, maybe you read it a different way. I feel like Sakuta doesn't exactly despise people. I mean, he himself was going going along with the flow. So it's not like he's saying that people are bad for doing it, or that the concept itself is even bad because he was participating in it. But it does highlight the necessity, the occasional necessity at the very least, to push against.
I think that's what they're getting at. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think they're going against like the extremes of going with the flow, but I mean, it's literally quote unquote the flow. I don't know how else to say it, but the brings about social order, right?
Yep,
there's like societally like unspoken rules.
Going against the flow, it'd be kind of societal chaos, right? All over the place.
Yeah, exactly. There's you know, unspoken societal rules and like responsibilities that people have towards each other, and it's like not really talked about in the open, but it's just you just kind of know, right? You just like if you're nothing gives you the right to cut in line, right? Like simple things like that. Like it's just you know, and when someone does, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like it's seen as unjust, and it's like, bro, get in the back of the line, right?
Right.
You know, sometimes people do brawl it out because of something like that, and then other times people make the judgment, probably the better judgment. It's like it's not worth it, right? Like this could just blow out of proportion, kind of stuff. But
it highlights the good thing. Then is it highlights the necessity. Like when the necessity arises, you know, you should consider going against the flow in order to create a positive change, rather than like, you know. Obviously, they didn't use an example of him going against the flow and creating a negative change that would be antithetical to, you know, what the whole message was.
Yeah, one of the lines there, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was something along the lines of, it's hard to stand by your own sense of right and wrong.
Right.
And like sometimes, basically what you're saying, sometimes you have to make a judgment of like, is this correct or incorrect? And even if everybody else around you thinks that it is correct and they're just going along with it, if you truly know for yourself that it's not, then, you know, you don't do it. Like the most basic example, using an example from high school, is like peer pressure, right? Like since elementary, I was like, no, say no to drugs, right? They'd always give you the peer pressure example. But like, you know, as corny and cheesy as those were, it works. Like I know many people who gave into peer pressure and unfortunately had, you know, their life ruined completely, or significant portions, or rather years of their life ruined because of that. And if they'd gone against the flow in that regard, outcomes would have been totally different. So yeah.
All right, well, George, very good. This
is much, I guess, deeper show than I thought initially.
Oh, all those times, George. You remember all those times when I said to you, George, at least like 2 or 3 times this has been brought up as a title in the past. And I was like, listen, it's a weird title, George, but I think you're going to like this one. And you're so like, all right, Graham, okay.
No, fair enough. I think, like you said, the title doesn't fully do it justice. I don't know what else you would call it.
Right.
But
Puberty Syndrome. I feel like that might even be a worse title.
Yeah, maybe not that one.
Yeah, right. Bunny Girl Senpai really hooks people in, especially anime fans. They'll be like, Bunny Girl Senpai? All right, I'll check this out, I guess, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, any predictions for what's coming next then?
I feel like they're going to start helping others.
Okay.
But if I had to guess, but I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see what they do.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay, let's do it. June 27th. Huh. June 27th. What was the date last
Was it
time?
May?
It was May 29th when he forgot, but it was a few days after that. So it was like the beginning of June, probably. So it's been about a month, a little bit under a month.
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
say.
Yeah. I feel like keeping track of the dates is like getting
It's
something
going to be
that-
important, I think. Yeah.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, Kaide is so freaking cute, dude. I'm surprised I haven't said that until now.
No tomorrow for pigs. What?
I feel like I should know this. I've realized I should know this, but I feel like Pig and Rascal is having like some kind of parallel in translation or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it
Okay,
is.
sure.
The comments will be able to explain this much better than I probably would understand. But I feel like that's because like when the title screen comes up, it says Pig. And I think Buta is pig and Yarou is like I'm not sure how to properly explain that, but it's like a you know,
Sure.
like a cuss word-esque type of thing. So it's like I feel like Rascal is coming from that, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm like absolutely butchering even the pondering of what it's all about. But I feel like there's some parallels there. So in my mind
Pig
right now,
and Rascal, they're like
Right.
slightly synonyms, right? In like
right.
specific
So in my
context.
mind, I'm kind of treating
Okay.
them like they're somewhat the same. So yeah.
Yeah.
これはそういうヘアスタイルなんだよ。
It's a
安心だな。お、双葉ムース。
おはよう。
本当に作ったんだ。
No way, she made him lunch?
なんて生意気なこと言うから作ってきてあげたんでしょ。
That sounds like something you'd say.
マイさん、好
何を。
きです。付き合ってください。
Has he been saying it every day for a month?
Oh boy, I bet he has.
無視。
私のファーストキス、サクタにあげたの覚えてない
What?
の？最低。
まさか僕がマイさんを忘れていたあの間に。
Yeah, when did they
お
kiss?
とぎ話みたいにはいかないわね。もう一回する？
ぜひ。
Wow, doing it at school is bold for high school kids.
What?
本当にされると思ったんだ。
Oh my gosh.
Bro.
さすがにこのままだと愛が冷めそう。
なんでよ。
だって。
ダメとは言ってない。
じゃあいいの？
My neighbor, the what? Whimsical prince of sweets?
いいよ。
Oh dang,
Oh,
okay,
dang,
they're a couple.
secured the date. All right.
どうしたんですか、お兄ちゃん。
なんでもない。1ヶ月待った甲斐があったってことだ。
Waiting a month paid off.
とマイさんはやってくれました日本代表。
Oh my
What?
gosh, wait.
今日は6月22日金曜日。
What is happening?
このニュース昨日も見たよな。
見てませんけど。
Bro, is he having puberty syndrome now?
Oh frick.
どうしたサクタ？この会話昨日もしなかったか？いや、してないと思うぞ。なあ。
してないね。
だよな。
Oh! That's freaking Freeren's voice actor.
Yeah, it is.
Listen-
You're right.
Listen
Yeah.
to the way she said
だ
that.
と思うぞ。なあ。
してないね。
Yep. 100%. That's Freered.
How did I not pick up on that earlier? That's crazy. All right, all right.
サクタのくせに生意気。
いいの？
いいよ。
Dang. Okay.
He's 2 for 2. He secured a date both times.
Yeah, right. Hey, oh my gosh, wait, what did he just say here? It's all good now. Literally, he's just like, all right, if I repeat the day, at least I gotta lock this down, and then we can like figure the rest of it out.
僕も晴れてマイさんと恋人同士。あとは明日さえ来れば完璧。
Tomorrow's not gonna come though. Dude.
Oh no. All right, well, what was the episode name for this? Tomorrow.
There's no tomorrow for pigs?
Pigs? Yeah. Oh, frick.
てかなんとかしてくれ。明日が来なくて困ってるんだ。
あずさ川が自分で何とかするしかないでしょ。私も。
Oh man. I can't not hear Freera now.
Yeah, I
dude.
just hear burn out too. Yep.
Oh, no. Oh boy.
そんなの全世界70億いる人類の中から見つけ
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's the odds that they're in the school even,
舞さんとの
Yeah, right?
時間だけが
or even in Japan?
Yeah, right?
Is it her? She's acting different. Oh, it's this girl.
いたよラプラスの悪魔つかぬことを聞くが
何？
今日は何度目だ
No,
No
way.
way, it is her.
てか話してる最中はやめろ
話しながらはしないから。
俺話す方をやめんのか
気が散る。
Bro,
話しかけないで。
すげえな女子高生
she just, yeah, exactly. This is a high school girl. So I'm fully aware of that backdrop. But she just found the one individual
Yeah.
who is freaking repeating the same day with her. And she's more interested
She's
in her
more
phone.
interested in her phone. George, I think we found exactly what's freaking going on.
True, true.
お
No, it's gonna, oh.
Oh, it's this guy.
Asking her out is the catalyst? She doesn't want to say no?
昼休みは用事がある的なメッセージを送っちゃったし。
Oh boy.
He just happened not to hear the whispering.
Yeah. Anime whispering, George. It's different.
告白されてこい
なのに、私が告白されるとか空気読めてなさすぎ。
大声出すとバレる
Oh yeah, he's right outside.
Oh gosh.
Bro.
いや違いま
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Now he's gonna want the day to
This
repeat
isn't
for
what it
sure.
looks like. Oh
Yeah.
no.
説明をさせてください
話しかけないで。
Oh jeez.
Jeez.
Cold.
どうせ明日も今日やり直すんだろうしな
It won't
Oh
be.
gosh. You better hope it will be.
おはようございます。
I knew it. I knew it, dude.
No
お
way.
伝えしたいと思います。
桜島さん、今日は来てないよ。
Dude, that
その
sucks.
一年の古賀さんがラプラスの悪魔だったってわけね。
Can she reverse time?
告白がなくなったことで小顔を悩
Ah.
ませた解決したわけだ
Okay.
何か
So he needs to get him to ask her out again?
嬉しいとか思ってる自分に嫌気がさしてるだけ。
Oh, frick.
悩みだな
あずさ川に声をかけられても虫唾が走るだけなのにね。
Jeez.
必要だったか
Oh jeez.
ますますダメになってるかも。
いっそ言ったらどうだ
何よ。
Oh, she's smit.
あずさ川、そういう状態をなんて言うか知ってる？
罪だな
The guy she was talking about was their friend, right?
Yes,
That she was
that's,
talking about in the
that's his
train?
buddy. Yeah, his buddy that's going
Okay.
out with the girl that hates him.
Yes, okay.
I
Just
want to see
making
what
sure.
this checkmate situation was called again, or what the situation was exactly.
怖いだろうね。
つまり
So a future where I can go out with Mai won't come no matter what. I see, because if he asks her out and it goes well, she resets the timeline, but if he fricks it up by creating misunderstanding with her, it fricks things up with Mai. But that's not exactly the case, right? It's still, like, there's still a theoretical timeline where he stops that guy from asking her out, and he doesn't have to do it in a way that makes Mai upset. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Right?
so.
So, I don't know.
どうしたサクタ目が死んでるぞ
Oh, I didn't know he worked here
い
too.
いかな。今日から入ってもらうことになった古賀さん。
No way.
フロアの仕事教えてあげてね。
ご注文はお決まりですか
巴のこと本気なんですか？
すいません当店では巴のこと本気なんですかは扱っていないもの
This guy.
真面目に聞いてるんですけど。
僕と古賀が付き合ってる的な誤解をそのままにしてほしいとか
No way.
先輩心が読めるとね。
てかもっと気にすることがあるだろう思春期症
To keep this other guy away?
それは今日になったから
I
もういいじゃん。
guess.
その 間に関係がうやむやになったことにすれば2学期は普通にできるでしょ。
Oh boy. No way he agrees to that.
1年生の間じゃ一周回ってありってことになってるから
What?
だと思う。
なんだそりゃ。
グラウンドの中心で愛を叫ぶなんて普通あり
I
え
was
ない。
gonna say, I'm sure some people
こ
Yeah,
find
I
it
guess.
courageous.
このままだと私クラスに居場所なくなっちゃう。
Yeah, this is the second time she's mentioned this.
お弁当も一人で食べてトイレも一人で行くのは嫌。
トイレは一人で行けよ。
無理。
一人は一人で楽だぞ。
別に寂しいから嫌なわけじゃないし。
はあ、なら
What?
なんだよ。
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
what?
一人は恥ずかしい。
Oh.
みんなからあいついつも一人だって思われるのは。
Aw.
いや、学校行くの恥ずかしい。
Oh, dang. Kind of like his sister. Now he's definitely gonna help her.
先輩？
No way.
全校生徒に嘘をついてやるよ。
本当に？
ああ、
What?
それじゃあ
But-
もう一つお願い。
Bro, he should say that she has to clean up the air with Mai.
そんなの適当に。ああ、週末は発
いや
ってごまかせばいいだろ
念のため写真を撮っておきたい。
Oh, jeez.
う。意外と。
Bro.
一口あげよっか。やっぱダメ。
ああ、そうだな。
果実のピューレ入り。
なんだこんな時間に。はい。
私。
No way.
どう
She
して言い
came.
訳しに来ないのよ。
She's been waiting for him.
語れない。
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe he'll be able to
okay.
clear the air.
She's more reasonable than I expected. That's very good. That's so
Interesting.
funny. This let's see. This picture I remember was actually used on vending machines to sell drinks.
Oh my gosh.
Like actually this exact picture, except she was holding like a different actual real soda.
I was
on
gonna
the
ask,
vending
is
machine.
that an actual drink? Like, is that an actual brand?
I don't recognize it. It's probably just a in-universe one.
I see.
But yeah, in real life, she had like an actual soda. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm freaking making that up in my head, but I'm pretty sure. Like right when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I think they actually use this to like sell
Yeah.
drinks and stuff in Japan. Yeah, so that's funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So-
also interesting that the background here has changed colors. I noticed
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like a
true.
freaking bright orange before. Now it's a
Now
not
it's
as
blue.
stark
Mm.
blue. I know that there's some differences with the ED because I've listened to the ED song probably 100 times, at least. So
I remember seeing some comments about that too, that there's
Yeah.
differences in the EDs. So
yeah, it's not enough for us to watch them, but we'll see them
Sure.
at the end, so it'll be fine. I think it'll
Okay.
work out. So yeah,
All right. Well, interesting predicament he's got here. So she is completely avoiding, I forget the first year girl's name, but she is completely avoiding
Asagawa.
the situation with the guy. Something like that. And her,
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to have ramifications and he might reset back to the 27th.
I was literally just about to
At
ask
some
you that. I
point.
was like, do you think it's possible he goes back to the 27th? I feel
I
like
think so.
since he's potentially going to be like explaining and making things up with Mai, that's just not a possibility.
True. I guess it almost kind of depends how things go with Mai. But like if they have to feign this the whole, I guess how much left is there in the school year? It's already June. When does school
Isn't it
get out in
s-
Japan?
Wouldn't it be so weird though if like he has just shouted to the whole school confessing his love for Mai and then he's now dating this other girl?
Yeah, it is kind of like this is a I don't know how old she is, like 14-year-old girl's plan.
I
Any
guess.
14-year-old's plan is probably not very like
Yeah.
she was being thorough talking about the
Pictures.
you know, we got to take pictures and all that
Yeah.
stuff, but still, like, you know, you I don't know. I don't expect this plan to be the most sound,
Right.
but who knows? Maybe they literally feign it till the rest of the school year, because that's what I'm wondering. Like, okay, are we talking a week or two, or are we talking a month and a half, right, till they get out of school?
Yeah. Yeah, is Mai just going to be like, okay, go ahead and pretend to date this other girl? Like, I guess Mai would believe what the situation could potentially be if based on what's happened to her, right?
Yeah. If he says we repeated that day exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
She's already seen like her sister, or his sister rather, and herself. So like a third additional one wouldn't be too bad.
And him.
And
right?
The
scratch,
future, telling the future.
The scratch marks.
Oh, the scratch marks. Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and him. So
yeah, there you
I wonder how understanding she's going to be.
She is pissed that he did not come and explain the situation. She thought for sure he was going to do that. Like, what a guy. That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, she likes him enough to come all the way here. Like, he's still in.
Yeah.
If she didn't, she wouldn't have come at all.
Yeah. It says a lot. So, well, you were right, George. There's other cases.
Yeah.
Other things.
I wonder
solved.
how far they're going to take this whole Laplace's demon concept. Like how deep they're going to go into it. I know you and I had a conversation about this forever ago, and I don't even remember the outcome of the conversation, but the whole like determinism versus like free will kind of thing.
Oh, shoot.
And like,
we had
like if
you conversation. This was like a conversation that we had in our personal time.
Yes. No, it wasn't an anime thing.
How many hours? Like, it was like several hours we talked about this.
I don't even remember.
Oh,
and I don't even remember what the outcome was, like what we ended up agreeing on. But it's like, it is and it's a thing that comes up like so often, right? Like if, like, yes, I understand the physics behind if you were a super duper quantum computer, if you were God, if you were whatever, if you were a demon, insert X, and you could literally map out every single particle and like the rippling effects towards infinity that they would have, you would know exactly what's gonna happen. And like the question is like, okay, if that's how it works, where does free will come in and stuff like that? And so the question is like, my question for the show is like, okay, what is this more of like a thing they just touched on and they're not even going to address it, and they're going to go more on to the repeating the same day kind of thing? Or are they truly going to try and wrestle with the question of free will versus determinism and like,
well,
what
I think
do you land on?
Sure. I think it's pretty clear based on what's happening with the show that there is some level of free will, though, because they're choosing different things when they reset. So wouldn't that like guarantee that there's free will because they're making different choices?
Yeah, maybe that's how the show's doing it.
The conversation that we had was basically like, if some entity like God knows everything that you will do, then how is it possible that if the known choice that you will make is free will, if it's already known that you'll do it?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
That was
the concept that we talked about like forever ago. So it's a little bit different than
it's a little bit different.
Here.
Okay, yeah. It was so long ago that I couldn't remember everything.
It was a great conversation though. Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it is different, but it also does, like I said, I wonder how far they'll go. I think like they're almost going to focus more so on what'd you say her name was? Asugawa?
I think it's Asugo, but maybe that could be Sakuta's last name. Frick, I can't remember exactly. I might be mixing it up.
I'll just call her the first year girl. The first year, like I think they're gonna deal more with her.
She came into the thing.
Oh
here.
yes,
Let's see. And she introduced herself. Koga.
Koga.
Koga Tomoe.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, so I think they're gonna deal more so with Koga's issues.
Right. That makes sense.
Her like fears of being an outcast, I guess.
Yeah, that was actually something I really liked. Was this nuanced view of being
It's
alone.
not the loneliness. Yeah, it's not the loneliness per se.
I'm not worried about being lonely. Being alone is shameful. She's worried about the perception and shame that came with being alone, which is super
Not the
interesting.
actual act of being alone itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Like the
never
social stigma.
I've never thought about that before. Like, it wouldn't even occur to me. I think I'm too much of an
Same,
introvert.
actually.
I'd be like, I'm like, bro, no. Like,
I don't know if it's necessarily being an introvert. It's more so like, I don't know. But maybe for you, I'm talking more for me. Like, I don't associate shame with being by yourself.
Being alone.
Right?
I think she's associating the shame and being alone as like no one wants to be around her. Therefore, it's like shameful in that sense, I think. I think that's the parallel that she's like, oh, well, she's an outcast. Like, if no one's around her and no one's hanging out with her, she must be some pariah. She must be some shameful person that you don't want to, you know.
I see. I could see that. Yeah, I think you're right.
That's, I think, the link.
Huh.
Now, this link that he makes with his sister here, I'm too ashamed to go to school. I wonder if this is the same thing, or if it's a parallel. Right? Like, she's too ashamed to go to school for the same reason that she's alone, and therefore being alone feels shameful. I don't think that's quite exactly what she was saying here. But again, it's almost impossible to say because, like, there's not a lot of information given here.
Yeah, we don't know all the thoughts and feelings behind the sister. I feel like it's more of a parallel rather than like a direct correlation.
That's how I felt.
But the end result for both of them is like this feeling of shame.
Right.
That they're both experiencing. Yeah.
Yes, and that was the connection that he made there. Yeah.
I don't know how she gets over that. Besides just like...
Yeah, how do you solve that?
Realizing that it's not shameful, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Well, you basically just outlined.
I know.
Step one,
I went from A to
realize
Z.
the problem.
Yes.
Step two, question mark. Step three, profit.
Like, I guess more so though, just like you got to separate the stigma from loneliness, and then also she's got to realize that she can. Nothing is stopping her from going and approaching other people and being like, hey, what's your name? I've seen you in my class. What do you like to do? You know, like, I don't know, just start a conversation with people and I don't know, just like any other human being has talked to any other since the beginning, I guess.
100%.
Start
the
that
other
way.
thing is like, if her friends are really her friends, like they're gonna be there. I guess that's not the worry. That's not really the worry though. Her worry specifically is being alone. She doesn't really even care about having genuine friends, right? She cares more about looking like a pariah. She just wants to be on the inside, basically. How do you fix that? I mean, not fix it per se, because like it's a reasonable fear, right? But it's like, how do you alleviate the intensity? That's the real question. Because like it's a reasonable feeling to have. It's just the intensity that she has it is causing the Laplace demon loops. Because because her going out with that guy, or even having him ask her out, disrupts the friend group, right? Like that one girl maybe is like the leader of their friend group and she'll be an outcast. And so she's so afraid of being an outcast that she forces it to go back and like, I can't be asked out by that guy.
Yeah, like I don't think this is a necessarily like an A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 type of solution. This is more so of a amalgamation to varying degrees of solutions at the same time. Like, kind of what you hinted at. Like, if these are your real friends, then they'll stick around with you. I think, like, yeah, that's not her exact fear, but her realizing or attaining and wanting real relationships.
But she doesn't, though, necessarily, right?
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that is part of the solution. It's like a web, right? It's like a string in the web.
It's multifaceted.
Removing the stigma from loneliness is another facet of it. Being more self-assured of your self-worth is another one, right? Like, there's all these like different vectors that you have to do at the same time, I guess. I don't know, bro. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't freaking know.
No, George. No, dang it. Yeah, I guess so. She, I guess it is kind of multifaceted. Like, because to a degree, like, you're right. Like, there is some level of, like, you got to find real friends. And that's not the crux of her problem, but it's certainly a core pillar to what makes her problem, real. And I guess some level of self-confidence, some level of realizing that, like, disconnecting the shame from being alone and disconnecting, like, your reliance on other people's perspectives on stuff like that against you and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll have better insights as we kind of marinate it throughout the week of how you fix something like this with her. But, like, this can't be the frickin' solution. Like, surely this is not the right answer. Like,
this fake dating thing is not.
Because that's not going to solve anything. Like, she'll just Laplace demon some other frickin' scenario in the future, right?
Yeah.
So she has to get fixed. And that's what I feel like that's what the show is saying, is like the characters need to get fixed in some way. Yes. Right? They have to face their fears. They gotta, like, Mai had to, like, be put in the spotlight. Like, she wanted to go out of the spotlight so much that she went into the flow so harshly that it made her disappear. Yeah. And for her to break through that, she needed to desire to be, to face her fears head on. But Sakuta also, to some degree, he had his responsibility of, like, listen, you got to break out of the flow. You can't just, like, flow yourself throughout life, right? And maybe even that's, like, typifying what he's doing with like, this and potentially other people. It's just like, listen, you don't have to just go through the flow your whole freaking life. There are people around you who need help, right? Maybe that's what they're trying to get at for him specifically.
Yeah, true. Because, like, why... Like, obviously, I understand, from the practical sense, why. There has to be a main character. There has to be a protagonist. So this is, like, that's, like, the real why him. But, like, why him in the, like, character perspective, if that even makes sense, right? Like, what is it about him that he's the one that's... like, nobody else repeated January or June 27th, right? It was only him. So
yeah, true.
Is it something to do with his puberty syndrome, right? Like,
which is going with the flow, maybe that's it, right? Because he didn't go against it when people were talking bad about him. And so maybe this is the way to get him to stop doing that or something. I don't know. Yeah, how did he get his... Do you remember what he said of how he got his scars?
He just, like, woke up in the hospital.
How I got these scars, George?
My father was a drinker.
My younger sister was bullied online. Yeah, did he say, oh man, I feel like it would be difficult to fucking go back and look. Didn't he say... Yeah. Okay. Here it is, here. I'm freaking so glad I somehow remembered exactly. So it's not necessarily related then, right? He's explaining his sister's situation to explain that he believes puberty syndrome is real. And then he explains that he's got these things.
That he just woke up. Yeah.
He just woke up one day with them, right? So and then it goes to her. So he's saying that the scars are probably puberty syndrome. So is that his puberty syndrome then? Is something related to this? And is that why he's been roped into these other scenarios?
That's like the most likely hypothetical base of the information we have right now is that yes, his puberty syndrome is somehow tied up to other people's puberty syndrome. Where and how the scars come into that.
Right.
Like this is a wound. He was bloodied and he
Right.
has scars. So this is a wound. Is this like, you know, quote unquote, the touch of God, so to speak, right? But it was literally like a demon scratched him, and that's the actual in-universe way that they portray it. But it's like the touch of God kind of situation, and that's how he got his powers, which is his puberty syndrome.
Right, but it's weird that he wouldn't remember his puberty syndrome. Like everyone else is aware. Like Mai was aware of her disappearing. Koga's aware of like the looping. Kaide is obviously aware of the stuff that happened with her. But like he's just not aware of what's happened. And maybe that's like the overarching mystery of the show, right? Is like figuring out what his situation is with the scars, I guess.
Yeah, like maybe if he knows from the outset that the way to resolve his puberty syndrome is to natively want to help others in their puberty syndrome, like knowing kind of, you know, makes it pointless. It's got to be something that comes from within, and then once he achieves that, then it goes away, and then he doesn't have to deal with it anymore. And it moves on to the next person or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess. Yeah, I just linked it to Kaide because he was using Kaide's situation to explain his own situation. So I in my mind, they became connected, but it's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very interesting. Do you think that this just gets resolved in 3 episodes like my situation? This is like 3 episodes, 3 episodes, 3 episodes the whole way?
Yes, I think so. I think this is going to be solved. Maybe not necessarily 3 episodes, but rather quickly, and then we'll be able to see 1 or 2 more this season.
So we have the only 3 episodes. Let's just, for the sake of math, let's say 3 more. It gives us to 6. That's Koga.
Okay. And then we have 2 more individuals. That gets us to 12. And then the season finale is like setting up for next season or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So he's got to be one of them. If we deal with his scars. I
feel like the scars are going to be a long-term mystery.
True.
I feel like there's something maybe that'll extend into season 2.
Yeah, they haven't even touched on it since, so it's possible.
Yeah.
But they're focused on other things. I don't know. It could be at the end of the season they could focus on it. But
true. I don't know where the show's going to go, dude. Like it's like a very interesting thing. They're tying every instance of puberty syndrome to some sort of like realistic physics phenomenon. Yeah. Right? Like Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
We got Laplace's demon. I don't know physics conundrums well enough to know what else it could be, but maybe they'll keep going with that.
At least Frieren is relating them to that, but I guess that's just the way the show's vehicle of doing that. So explaining the concept.
Frieren.
I can't remember. Futaba? I think it's Futaba.
Something like that. I don't know.
Like that. Yeah, it's Frieren now.
Frieren.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good, George. We've passed the 3 episode barrier. How would you say that your experience with the show has been so far?
It's been good. Part of me almost wishes that they would have extended the disappearance thing a little bit longer and like dealt with the ramifications. Bless you. Dealt with the ramifications of that a little bit more. And explored that a little deeper.
I don't know how much more. I agree on a surface level, and that's the only level I have of this right now. On a surface level, I do agree that they could probably have like stretched out more. But then I guess the other question is just like doing what exactly?
Well, I feel like they could have addressed like the true feelings of isolation a little bit more, like portrayed it. Like, what is it like if literally nobody knows who you are or can even see you or all that stuff, right? Like, what's isolation to that extent even like? And then the solving of that as Kai. No, not Kai. Why do I keep saying Kai?
Sakuta.
The protagonist. Sakuta. I don't know where I'm getting Kai.
I don't know
from,
where you're getting Kai either.
Yes, Sakuta. I think it's the Sakuta and Mai. They're like in my brain,
like...
kind of like, yes.
That's hilarious.
But Sakuta's solving of the mystery, they could have, I don't know, they could have extended that process a little bit more.
Maybe like days, like maybe
way.
add one extra episode where it's like a whole like week or something. And then, you know, it shows Mai and her isolation, and it shows him trying to like piece it together or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. But yeah, so like what as far as like has it hooked me? Have the 3 episodes hooked me? Yes. I want to see where they take this. I want to see what other interesting puberty syndromes that they can come up with. I don't know. I feel like some of these could be dealt in a very, not even like deeper from like a themes way, but just deeper from like a story way. Like there's more things you can do with these very interesting mechanics.
They're almost like short stories rather than being like a full story.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
So I want to see more, like, I want to see more of the show, but I want to see more with the issues that they brought up. Yes,
right.
Yeah.
I see.
So we'll see. We'll see what kind of level they take this with, but I'm hooked. I want to finish the season. I want to see where it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them.
Yes.
I guess we should Weebs and Normies. We got them. That's what I should say.
True.
Very good. All right. Well, we don't have any comments this week because of when we're recording. We don't have the comments yet from the first video. We're just like barely hours away from that, unfortunately, but it is what it is with the schedule. We'll have comments from episode 1 next week. So look forward to those comment highlights. That'll be good.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you want to see it 2 weeks ahead of time, like we always say, check out the Patreon or the channel membership. We've reacted to a ton of other cool stuff on the channel, so check out the playlists on the YouTube page for all the other anime we've reacted to. But with that, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Take care.